Hey everyone, what's going on? It's Brad Fusion here, and welcome back to Phusion Reactor, where I play a game for around 30 minutes and then give you guys my thoughts and opinions on said game. So today's game is Divinity Original Sin, a game that was originally kickstarted as well as being in early access on Steam, and now it's come to a full release. If you don't know what Divinity Original Sin is, it's a top-down RPG, kind of like the old Diablo games or Dungeons and Dragons with the turn-based combat and the action point system. Why I say Diablo is because of the top-down perspective and the whole dungeon thing that it has going. Now, I've heard really good things about this, haven't really played it much myself. I'm kind of in the end of the tutorial section, so I thought I would show you guys the character creation and then jump to the bit that I'm up to in the game that's kind of getting past the tutorial and whatnot. So, let's go new game here, single player. I'll show you guys the... Actually, no, before I do that, let me show you guys the options real quick here. So, video options, I have it on 720p. You can turn VSync and frame rate cap on as well. Quality presets and custom, so you can see all the options here as well. You have model quality, texture filtering, shadows and everything, ambient occlusion, anti-aliasing, motion blur, God rays, bloom, and all that other good stuff. I have motion blur off, which is why I've got custom settings turned on here. Everything else is basically on high. The only thing I've turned down is shadows from ultra to high, but that doesn't really affect the outcome of the graphics too much. It still looks really, really nice. So that's it for the video. Audio, quite standard, I haven't really changed much. FX, sound, ambient, and voice. Then you have the controls, which says a lot of controls. By the way, you'll notice if I start scrolling here, the scrolling is so slow in some windows. I'm better off just dragging it, but there is a lot of options in here, apparently too. So, quite a nice thing that all this stuff is here. You can turn your camera around, only very slightly in the campaigns. If you do custom campaigns, you can turn your camera a little bit further. So let's go save here, and then apparently the backing out of the menu you had to click the button at the top there. That got me stuck last time. And then you have the game options here, online game visibility, difficulty, subtitles and whatnot. Now turn online off right now, because that means that other Steam users can't really join my game when I'm playing, and I don't get any of the chat messages popping up either, so that's okay. So let's go into the game now, and I'll show you guys the... Actually, let me start a new profile here, so to actually interrupt my old character. So we'll go create profile here. We'll set my name as Brad Video or something like that, just so I know which one's which. So there we go. I haven't received a Kickstarter backing code, so I didn't get it back when it was on Kickstarter, because I didn't really know about the game on Kickstarter until recently. So let's go new game here. I'll show you guys the character creation. So, welcome to the character creation screen. Now, as you'll see here, there's actually two characters in this game instead of one. Now, there is an ability called Lone Wolf that allows you to just play as one character. However, it does increase your vitality and other stats as well. But, right now, male and female, you can customize it so you can both have male or both female, up to you completely. And you can change the names as well as their classes. Now let me get into further detail with what the classes actually are. So let's start from the start here with a fighter type class. Now this is the basic grunt of the forces. Each preset skill or class here has its attributes, abilities, talents, and then starting skills. The main things you want to really pay attention to is the talents and starting skills, as they're your main abilities you have. Now even further, you can customize this by putting points into different areas. Now obviously you can take points out, and that's the way you put points in. And then you can go with the talents here and actually change these things around as well by getting rid of, say for example, my precious. You can put it on something else entirely. And the Lone Wolf is the single skill I was talking to you about before, which is where a character with Lone Wolf can no longer have a companion but receives an 80 bonus to base vitality, 2 points to recovery, and maximum action points, an extra ability to level up. So that's what I was talking to you guys about before, but you can set anything here, basically. These aren't really abilities, but they are nonetheless kind of cool to have. Now I'll go back to the original thing of having my precious, just so I can show you guys the basics of basics. Now I can also choose skills and spells here, so I can actually remove some of these and turn on other ones as well, such as Crushing Fist if I want to, and that's really, really cool. So you can test out whatever skills you want, even Divine Light, for example. That's also for the knight. So let's move on to the next class here. Let's go accept, and we'll move on to the next class, which is the knight. This one here has Opportunist and Water Rush. Opportunity allows you to perform abilities of Opportunity and Water Rush, increases recovery and maximum action points by 2 when your health is below 30%. His abilities are Healing, Curing Wounds, 53 Vitality Regeneration there, Battering Ram, which is like a rush, charge attack, and you have Encourage, which basically just encourages people around you. Customizing that, you have a few options here as well, and here you have same abilities. You basically have unique abilities, and you have these not so unique abilities, which are the Divine Light, Crushing Fist, and all that stuff as well. So I can look at that, and also you have attributes over here that you can assign points to by taking points out of some places and then putting them in others as well. They all have the same talent tree here, so it's all identical. The abilities here, you can do this as well, and they'll show you guys all the stuff here as well, which is really cool. So depending on how you want to play your units, that's the way to do it. Let's go Sept here as well. I'll go back to Ranger. So that basically has Bully and Arrow Recovery. Bully 50% damage against opponents that are slowed, crippled, knocked down. Arrow Recovery is 20% chance to recover a special arrow after shooting it. Then the skills are Ricochet, which is basically a lightning effect or a chain effect arrow. And then you have Range Power Stance that gives you more damage dealt when using arrows, improves damage with crossbows and bows. And then you have Tactical Retreat, which is a leap back basically. And I'm not going to worry about going into the customized options for that, it's identical. Then you have the Rogue here, which has Gorilla, which is doubles your attack damage while sneaking. And by the way, sneaking in this game is absolutely hilarious. I'll show you guys that in a second as well. Backstabbing allows character to backstab with daggers and knives, and its abilities here are Walk in Shadows, Razor's Edge, and Fast Track. If you guys want to read this, you're more than welcome to pause the video so you guys can get a read of what these skills are. I'm just going to go over them really quickly for you guys here. Shadow Blade, Gorilla, double attack damage yet again. Leech heals you when standing in blood, which is good with its last ability, which is Bloodletting, make your target bleed. Its first ability is Head Vice, and then you have Razor's Edge yet again. Moving on to Wayfarer, you have Pet Pal, that enables you to talk to animals, and Scientist, that gives you bonus of blacksmithing and crafting. Its abilities are Magical Poison Dart, Minor Heal, and Summon Pet, which is normally a spider in this case. But you can change it, I don't know if you can, but nonetheless, I guess a pet is a pet. Next you have the Witch, which is Pet Pal yet again, talking to animals, and Walk It Off reduces all stat durations by 1 turn. This also provides positive statuses. So it also affects positive statuses. So if someone debuffs you, it'll end a turn quicker, because this does have turn-based combat. So say if you're poisoned for 3 turns, it'll go down to 2, but then if also you have a buff, it'll go down to 2 as well. Bloodletting makes your targets bleed. Oath of Desecration, boost on allies, sorry, and a spider pet as well. And then you have the Wizard, which is Know-It-All, which is decreases everyone's attitude towards you, but gives you an extra point of intelligence, and Fire Out Man increases the range of spells by 2 meters. You have yet again Poison Darts, Flare, which is a fire spell, and then Midnight Oil, which creates an oil surface. Now those last 2 abilities work hand in hand. You can put down an oil surface that slows down enemies and can be ignited, so they're perfect in that regard. Then you have Battle Mage, which is Opportunist, gives you the ability to perform actions of opportunity, and Water Rush, same as before, recovery of action points by 2 when your health is below 30. Its abilities are Enfeebling Touch, which weakens an enemy. Then you have Burning Touch, it sets fire to nearby enemy, and then his last ability, which is Crushing Fist, which is knockdown basically. Moving on, we had the Cleric, which I thought was mainly a healer, and it does do healing. Heals 9 vitality on target over 3 turns. Melee Power Stance, proof damage of melee weapons, and then Divine Light increases willpower and bodybuilding. Then you have the Enchanter, which is Escapist. Did I go over those last things there? My Precious Anaconda? No, I didn't. My Precious, every time you get hit or hit, your gear has a 50% chance of lowering its durability, or not losing its durability. Anaconda increases your damage with crushing weapons by 10%. Then you have the Enchanter, which is Escapist, allowing you to escape and flee combat even when enemies are right next to you. An Elemental Affinity lowers the action point cost of spells by 1 when sitting on the surface of the same element. Then you have the Bitter Cold, which chills enemies, makes them a little slower, a little less resistant to water, but more resistant to fire. Slow Current actually just slows an enemy, and then Teleportation throws an enemy up in the sky and drops them back down again. And then you're back down to the Fighter, which is, like I said at the start. So that's it for the skills. You then have the actual appearance that you can change. You can now go, like I said, male and female, so if I go accept, I can have 2 female heroes if I want. Depends how you want to play the game, really. They do have a relationship, not in terms of actually, like, girlfriend, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever you want. By relationship, I mean they actually converse together, and they know each other quite well, blah, blah, blah. So let's go back into customizing here. Obviously the name's still Roderick, but you can change it how you want. You can give it an AI personality as well, allowing it to be mainly controlled by an AI. I think you can also import actions, but it mostly will do what it feels best to do. Then you have the voice, which you can customize. Usually it's locked into Warrior, Rogue, and Wizard, depending on really what class you want, but I guess if you'd like a voice a little bit better, you can usually go with that. Then you have the skin color, which is quite basic. You know how that works. I'm gonna go back to the standard color here, which is, I think it was Golden Touch or August Sun. I think it was Golden Touch here. Then you have the head, which actually changes your character's face. I can't zoom in any closer, sadly, but you'll see a few changes here. It's got blush phase and so on and so forth. Trinkets, a few face paints, and then towards the end you have a really creepy one. That one that just absolutely creeps me out. You have hairstyles here, quite nice as well. Basically, you make these 2 heroes how you want, and yes, there is an afro for both male and female. I thought the afro was quite funny to look at before on the male character. But yeah, so basically customize the characters how you want. Quite a few hairstyles here and whatnot. Makes it look quite nice. Then you can change the color, and then you can change the color of the underwear as well between the 3 choices here. And the male is the exact same way. 3 underwear choices, same colors, whatnot. Loyalty. And then you can go the same voice, Golden Touch, same stuff, and then basically the heads are the only real difference here, with some quite fabulous looking moustaches, I have to say. And then you go to on with the face paint as well, and then back around to the start eventually. And then the hair, yes, there's the afro. You can have an afro squad if you wanted to. And Mr. T, because why not? And so on. So that's basically it for the customization of your characters. Let's get on to some gameplay now, so I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so welcome to Divinity. Here's my 2 characters that I've managed to create. We have Scarlet and Roderick. We have a Shadow Blade and a Ranger, because I thought that would be an interesting combination to do for this video. You can also change between the 2 characters here as well, depending on which one you want to control, and you can see all their abilities down the bottom here as well. Poison Arrow, Stunning Arrow, Fire Arrow, which is quite a nice selection there, as well as her main abilities, Tactical Retreat, Range Power Stance, and Ricochet as well. I'm pretty sure, does this disable when moving? Lasts until cancelled or replaced with another stance. So basically, I think once this enables her to just basically sit down, sit tight, and she can fire arrows at a higher damage output. Then you have Roderick here, who has the head vice ability, holds person in the set, blinds them, or at least has a chance to blind them, and deals damage as well. Whereas there's a stunning target and then a bleeding effect as well. Always thought he would have a stealthy type ability, a more transparency, I guess, but he doesn't have any sort of shadow walking, so we'll leave it how that is right now. We can run around by just left clicking, kind of basic movement, which is why I said it's kind of like the old Diablo game as well. I heard something talking from over here, which is as weird as that is, but it's actually Ishmael, apparently someone talking. Can't actually see where they are, where they're actually talking from, but let's have a look actually. Now you can't move your camera freely, as you guys can clearly see. Oh, here we go. There's okay. So apparently there's a shell talking. Ishmael. Okay, that probably explains a bit. So yeah, let's continue moving onwards here. Now the combat, like I said, is quite simple. I'll get to that in a second. But the looting is quite basic as well. Left click to access. Now each character has their own inventory as well. So Roderick has all this stuff here, and then Scarlet has her own inventory with dagger and whatnot. depending on what she needs. Now, there is character interaction, like I said
If I
before.
didn't know there were orc ships raiding to the west, I'd mistake this for a placid beach.
At least the orcs make a bit of noise when they attack. It's dark-dealing sorcerers that'll strike with neither warning nor mercy.
As said, the characters have a relationship, at least these two do, so they talk with each other quite frequently, as well as if I come into a situation where they notice something quite different, like this body, for
Is that a
example.
corpse? What's it doing here alone?
What, did you expect it to have an entourage?
So if I grab the book, I'll read the book quickly here, and then you'll see a little bit of dialogue between the two characters, so you can read that if you want to pause it. And then there we go. Click on the characters that have an exclamation mark above them. This will initiate dialogue. So if I click on, for example, this guy here, if I click on him, I guess click on her, there we go. This is cooperative dialogue, allows you to roleplay discussions between the two main characters. So Scarlet says, "Can you believe this? The man jumped off a cliff and behest some statues of all things." Roderick can reply with two things. Well, great deeds require the occasional leap of faith. I myself would have done the same. Or, pure madness. How could someone be so utterly naive? Now, depending on what I say, it gives me certain stats. So, for example, if I say pure madness, I will then get, let's just end, pragmatic and romantic. So, there's stats there. And I'm pretty sure if I go here, you can see them as well. Let me bring that back to the center of the screen here. At least close enough to the center. I'm pretty sure somewhere in here those stats are. There we go, pragmatic and romantic, two different sides of the slider bar. But anyways, let's move on to some combat, which should be just up ahead. You can also move around the bars, apparently. Didn't even realize that was even a thing I could do. Oh, that's weird. I didn't realize that's actually kind of cool. The fact that it's kind of like chained like that. Weird, but I guess cool nonetheless, really. But anyway, let's go back to controlling this guy here, and we'll go around. Now, like I said before, the lady here is controlled by an AI. At least I've enabled her to be controlled by an AI. And what you saw me just do was actually move a box. Now, you can just left click on something to access its inventory. But you can also left click to drag, and you can actually put it wherever you want. You can stack things up, you can move things down the road. It's a really kind of cool and interesting system. And also things can be hidden behind certain things if you rotate the camera. Now, the camera can only be rotated slightly, not all the way, just in the campaign anyways. Now, if you go and play custom missions, some allow for full rotation of the camera.
Upon them, source hunters. Secure the stone. I'll deal with these rats. Goddess be with you, master.
So I'd zoom in there to see what that would look like. But, so yeah, those guys are fleeing. This guy's going to cast some enemies.
Arise, drawn forth from blood. I bid you aid me.
There we go, there's some enemies for us to fight. To show you guys the combat system. Combat is turn-based. To move, attack, or cast a spell, you need action points. Different actions have different cost. Your turn will end when you have no action points left. So depending on the character's speed and agility as well, depends on what order we go in this list up here. So we have my character first, Roderick, and then we have Scarlet, and then we have the Lieutenant, and then the two servants there as well. Now, as you can see, if I move my mouse around here, tell you how many action points that spends. I currently have a total of, I'm guessing that would be 12 action points for this character. So, like I said, a few abilities he has. Now, let's see if I can actually cast any of them. Let's see if I can make this guy bleed here by clicking on him. And there we go. So that was quite a ranged attack. And that used up nearly all my action points. I have 2 action points left, which means I can move up to, as you guys can see, around about here. So let's move up on the battlefield, just so slightly. You see him kind of sneaking. And then, apparently I can hold control over certain things to see their attributes, which is kind of cool. But by default, she can attack here. But let's see, let's use a fire arrow, I think, just to see what that looks like. So we'll go fire arrow here. We'll cast it amongst the 2 enemies if we can. Don't know if that'll have blast radius, but let's hit someone directly. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. That was a massive hit. And then I can obviously go the ranged power stance, which means that she's now locked in here, and she can deal a little bit more damage by using that. So we'll go next turn, and since it's now the cursed leader guy, he can use his absorb attack, and then this guy will obviously attack as well if he didn't already do so. But let's go with the Razor's Edge here again. Let's see how this works on him. Stunned. Nice. So now I can just also attack using the 1 point I have left. And there we go, he's dead. Hopefully if I go skip turn, 1 action point preserved. Pretty sure those transfer over as well. So let's go with, not gonna use Ricochet, that's kind of pointless. We'll just do a Poison Arrow to see the effect of it as well. Ho-ho! That is nice. Press Alt to highlight objects that can be picked up. The higher the perception, the more easy they see. Oh, plate armor. Yes, please. I'll take it. I could sell it, but yeah, nothing else here to pick up. Now I kind of want to go and see the way of that guy that was talking, or at least the shell that was talking before, because I thought that'd be kind of interesting to show. Access the optional tutorial by entering the dungeon behind you. I think I'll pass on doing that because I know basically how the game works. So let's go down here and let's check out what there is to check out. You discovered a waypoint. This is a fast travel between any of the waypoints you've currently visited. That is kind of cool. Let's continue going on down here. There's the waypoint. I didn't know what it was talking about. But yet again, like I said, stacking things, always fun. So there's that. Now where was that guy before? The shell. I can't remember where we came from. Where the guy was. He's over there. There he is. Let's go over there and check him out and see what exactly he's doing inside of a shell. And like I said, this game looks really good. It runs quite well. It's been stuttering a little bit more than normal for whatever reason. Ever since I started it up today, it's been a little bit stuttery. Okay, let's go. Let's go over to talk to the shell guy here. What exploration experience for coming over here? So that's quite nice. Let's talk to the shell. Isma Shell says, Look, a wanderer comes my way. Walking the sands upon this poor shell must suffer. Who are you, Sir Shell? Says Roderick. Call me Ishmael, son of the sea, outcast upon the wretched shores, an exiled shell doomed to live on the canopy of red sky, not his native tender water. I can either say, it seems strange you can talk. You said that you were doomed. Let's change the subject. Say you seems. Of course I can talk. Don't be silly. There's more tongue to me than heart. Indeed, the surprise should be mine, for I still remember the days where your kind swung from branches and plucked vermin out of the neighbor's fur. You don't seem to remember the past very fondly. You said that you were doomed. Let's change the subject. Let's go there again. Time is an indulged mistress of one who spends happy hours as she passed, but when your existence is one of misery, she becomes a lethargic happy. Oh, I remember the ancient times, for I have lain here since antiquity. Antiquity? Yeah, I think something like that. When the ruins around us were palaces and the sun bleached dead, merry children. All this I have seen, alive, alone, alas. You said that you were doomed. My fate is a cruel one, I assure you. How many snot-noses have held me up against the dirty little ears and declaimed that they could hear the ocean? Of course they hear. The brats. We're on the very edge of the great aquatic mother who embraces so desperately for so long. Says the seas embrace you long for? Yes, yes. Hurl me towards the water. Swing me as far as your arm strength can. His treasure as long as sink I will grant thee. I should decide what to do with you. And then Ishmael, what do you say, kind knight? Will you return the king pearl to the sea? Kindness is under reward. And then there's a promise of treasure to boot. Let's throw him into the sea. Your pearls, you sound lucrative. Let's sell them to a local merchant. Let's throw him in the sea. Agree. Let's send him home. A true stick. +1. Okay. Oh, well, there he goes.
The sea. I have returned. Where every wave feels like a mermaid's kiss. May the bounty of the deep be yours, along with my eternal gratitude.
Oh, we got a chest for that. There we go. So what's inside the chest? So we have a old copper amulet as well as 59 gold. That's not too bad for throwing a shell into the sea. So let's continue moving on here. And we'll run back to where we came from and explore a little bit more. So yeah, the game does have a very open-ended world. At least as far as I believe, the tutorial was rather close-ended. But then again, it was a tutorial unless it didn't really do a good job of holding your hand to kind of explain how the game worked. And I guess I didn't really mind that too much. I just wish it had a little bit more interactivity for a tutorial. Hence why I'm now going to explore the game instead of playing the tutorial for you guys. But quite a nice looking world here as well. Like I said, the game does run very nicely, and you can zoom in and see as much detail as you want. The motion blur, or not the motion blur, the depth of field looks really cool in the background. But I hear someone talking over there. There we go. There is a Junus. He's drunk. I can't use his level 2 and his attitude is 10. Looks like there was something inside of here, but I can't rotate the camera any further to see. We can go down to the ocean, obviously, but there's not much down here. So we'll head over to the drunk. See what's exactly going on. Why is feeling a little bit drunk for? And why is he standing on top of this boat here? You can barter with almost all characters. Use the diamond icon in the dialogue pane to start bartering. Hold it right there, Orc Scum. No one slips past the Legion unchallenged. Well, I'm not exactly... So that's trade. That's not exactly the diamond it was talking about. I believe there's another diamond there I can talk to. Calm down, Junus. Doesn't look like one of those orcs to me. Not a single horn in sight, you know. Just hold your tongue, will you? Bilbus? Bebius? Can't be too careful, you're sworn to protect. I can ask, who are you? I'd like to ask more questions. Let's just ask, who are you? We're legionnaires, of course. Look out for orcs. They've been attacking from the sea. God knows why they do it, but we stand firm. We are Legion, liberators of the Riverland. Liberators of liquor too, aren't we, old chum? Hehehe. Just pipe down, will you, Bilbers? So you liberators, seems like you've been enjoying a drink or two. Okay. I want to see what that diamond does. That is trade. That isn't exactly the diamond I was thinking. We can also maybe change characters during mid-conversation here. Oh, apparently not. Okay. I was thinking maybe I could change characters and just talk. But, apparently they don't really care that I'm here anymore. I guess I can just walk right past. Oh, whoa. Okay. Apparently they want to fight me for walking past. I guess, actually, I just realized also, like, because I'm doing this combat for the sake of doing the combat, Roderick was also just in conversation, so I can flick over to the other character, do what I want whilst is engaging them in conversation, which I thought was really cool. So let's go with Roderick here. Let's do his number 3 ability. A little bit far away, are they? No, they're not. Perfect. He can bleed. Bleeding failed, but oh well. We'll leave his points here. So we have 2 action points reserved. We can get her to go into a stance here, and then cast a stunning arrow here. Even though they're drunk as it is, I don't think that really matters too much for them. We need 5 action points to fire an arrow, but we only have 2, so let's conserve that there. They have 1 archer as well, and I think 1 melee focused guy. We've lost a little bit of health, not too much. Apparently this game's going to be quite difficult as well. Not entirely too sure about that. I can cast this apparently too, which puts them in a hold as well. And I can kind of walk up close, so I can then start dealing some damage. Whilst my ranger here sits back and fires upon the enemies. I'm going to use the ricochet arrow here, so then it bounces off both of them, like so. And you guys see that there. Kind of still actually got quite a bit of health, surprisingly enough. Yet again, not enough action points to do too much with that. Oh, hit me again, and it was backing away, and that's a pretty strong hit on their part there. Let's deal 710 piercing damage. I can do this here. That is 3 action points, and that's doing only about 10, so it didn't really do as much as I was hoping for. But I guess using this ability will probably better serve me. There we go, 7 stunned. Hoping for a little bit more, but we can. Oops, why did she come up here? I didn't realize it flicked me over to her automatically. What we can do, however, is fill up this guy with some arrows here, just because we want to get rid of this guy first. Let me actually, can we undo move? I wonder if that's actually a thing. Maybe Control Z? No, I didn't think that would actually be a thing. Let's back away here and see if we can actually maybe fire an arrow upon an enemy. No, we can't. Okay, we'll just engage the stance again, and then skip the turn here, and I hope that we won't exactly die from this, my little inconsistent thing that I've done here. We have Blind Scroll, which is scrolls are temporary spells that you can find, allowing you to cast them on that one-off situation, which I think is kind of cool. But what we'll do is we'll just we'll use his first ability on this guy here. Should be okay to use. Blind failed, 9 damage, almost dead. We can't actually attack him either, despite him being so close. We can conserve the point though. And let's just finish this guy off here with 1 arrow, I think. Should do that. There we go, 12 damage, he absorbs 6, and he's dead. Quite nice. I think he dropped something. He dropped a broom and a tooth, apparently. We don't have enough points to get that guy, so we'll skip that. both down to half health, but there's only one of them left, so let's get him bleeding here. See if we can do anything else about it. Ooh, there you go. And I can move up for the kill, so let me move up here. And then she can only still use her one attack, so we'll just do that then. Now, obviously, you can use the environment to help you as well, whether there be crates on the ground, fire explosives, or even oil traps if there's such a thing laying around. But obviously, there's none here, so we only really have to use what we have, which is the environment, landscape, and whatnot. But that's basically it right now. A little bit of damage there. He's bleeding though, so he's almost dead. Basically, I can just finish him off like so. There we go. Didn't really want to kill them, but admittedly I did make the other character walk right past them, so that was something I had to basically do. So now we can engage in conversation about this. Well, we have 2 dead legionnaires. They deserved it. The cretins feels wrong. We really shouldn't have. I think you're right. We had no reason to kill them, yet we did, in cold blood. So that's compassion +1. So I can't just feel kind of bad for doing that, admittingly. And here's all the... I thought that was all the ale. But, there's a cup of water, I guess we can take that. But, we don't... I don't know if we heal when out of battle here. We might do. Well, I guess we'll wait and see. But we do have 2 potions each as well, so we can keep that in mind. Over here we have something. Just the massive little bugs, I guess. So I'll show you guys a little bit more of the game before ending the video. Oh, there's a fire staff here. Kind of pointless, but we can sell it unless then we have a log. Don't really need the log. Oh, here's a another potion here. But I hear some fighting going on between what's that? An orc and a legionnaire. Let's go over there and see if we can help them out a little. I'm not sure where that it'll take us around here. Okay. See if we can actually kill the orc. The game's automatically saving. We're joining into the combat here. Oh my god. Okay, okay, okay. Back away. Oh, we did. Okay. Black cultist. Lovely. Okay, so here we have a oil barrel as well as a wooden crate here that we can use to our advantage. So right now we're doing quite a lot of combat too. So we have a lot of enemies here. We have a 1 legionnaire, actually 3 legionnaires to help us out as well. So what we'll do first off, I think there are also only young orcs, so level 2s, but I'm also only level 1, so I wonder if I should use the blind scroll on them already. There we go, he's now blinded, and if I use Razor's Edge, it's a bit too far away to use that, I believe. Target is too far. Yep, thought so. Okay, we'll walk up here and end the combat. What I'll do for her is get her to come up here, activate a stance, and then if I can still fire an arrow at the guy. There we go. Absorb damage. Oh, I didn't realize I have an didn't realize I had an archer, and it looks like I might actually be beaten here. Roderick just died. Well, that was unexpected. Use resurrection scrolls to call the departed from the afterlife. And here's the legionnaire doing his bidding here. He drinks a potion, I think. There we go. There's 3 of them. What's that? Is that a ghost? Oh, it's just someone I couldn't see. Get a level. Not really helpful when my character is dead. But poor Roderick. Oh god, do I still have a scroll of resurrection on me? Indeed I do. Not enough action points to cast that, however. So there is that to worry about. I was hoping we could actually conserve enough points to actually cast that. Let's back away slightly if we can. Let's actually, hang on. Jump out of hazardous situations. See if that actually works for us. How far can we jump to? Here we go. Let's jump over here. That way, we get ourselves out of battle. We can save up our points and hopefully resurrect Roderick come the next fight. Obviously, the enemies can't really do much for us. Do much to us, I should say. And it's probably my fault walking to a battle like this. Admittedly, it'd be kind of underwhelming, but Legionnaires seem to be doing quite an alright job here. 10 action points, range of 15 meters. How far away is that? 12 meters. We can still get him from here. Or wait turn. She does have full health, however, so maybe health regeneration is actually a thing that we could get. And we're actually slightly being screwed over here. Let's hope we have enough points come the next turn. We need 6 points, I believe. No, 10 action points. Like I said, by us staying out of combat for a few turns, we can regenerate enough, and as you guys see, we now have enough to resurrect him. It's target is too far. It said it was 12 meters away. I had to cast that. God damn it. Okay. How many points do we have here? That uses up 3. We get 12 right now, so we can use up 4 action points to try and get him back here. Apparently that's already gone out. We have 10. Right, sorry, I could only use 2. Okay, we'll move up here, and we'll wait. Actually, no, we'll wait another turn, and hopefully we can resurrect him come that time. It did say it had 15 meters of range, so I was hoping that was actually true. But we might actually be losing this fight here quite badly. Will it be game over already? I have no idea. But we did level up, so we have that going for us at least. We can go over here to strength, dexterity, perception, and abilities. We can also increase her usefulness with the bow, but that's really maxed out. Defense, we can specialize in armor. Skills, we can also go in expert marksman. That already has 1 point though. But basically, yeah, you can nasty deeds. Huh. Oh, sneaking as well. That's kind of cool. But can we resurrect him now? Still a little too far. That's why that's just over 15 meters away. God damn it. Okay. Hang on. Let's move up 2 points. Okay, let's see if we can cast it now. Come on. Yes. Okay, that's all I want. That's all I want. Is just to resurrect him, please. And back to life he is. But I hope to get him out of combat before he dies again. If all the enemies don't focus on me, I should be okay. Though they missed. And they actually got the other guy. Okay. Oh, come on, Roderick, really? Okay, I guess reviving him amongst enemies, not the greatest idea. Let's see what I can do with an archer then. Or with the lady here. So, she still has her stance, so we can use a bunch of these arrows here to reflect amongst all the enemies then. I should actually hit that oil barrel, but I can't really do much unless I have a fire type ability on me, which I don't think we have, so that is kind of screwed there. She got hit by that guy once. Not exactly, yeah. Big deal, too much. Maybe we can regenerate him after this battle, depending on if we win or not. We have 1 enemy left, so let's see if we can actually hit the guy here. There we go. We actually missed. And we can't do another shot just yet, but we can move up slightly, so we'll do that. Move up and then wait. Yeah, by the way, I didn't actually do this fight when I played the game before. Like I said, I just simply did the basic tutorial to understand how the game functioned, and then I just decided to do this for the sake of doing this. So, this is kind of cool though. I get to show you guys how the game functions, the difficulty of the game, and how stupid I am actually at games like this. So, there we go. But, okay, those guys are okay then. Let's see if we can get any. There's minor healing potions there. There's old male arm. I guess I can pick up a fire arrow, which is nice because they're unique arrows. That's why I couldn't cast any fire beforehand. But come on, Roderick, I need you here, buddy. I wonder if I can check his inventory. Actually, hang on. He has the scroll. Send a Scarlet. You found a magical scroll. Okay, let's see if I can use that as Scarlet now. I'll go here, magic scroll. Let's revive Roderick. There we go. Okay, we definitely need to get more scrolls after this, however. So come back here, Roderick. I love the angel thing that he does. That's so cool looking. There we go. We now have both characters back. It's now slightly healing. So let's actually get him to drink a potion real quick here. There we go, perfect. So there we go, we're back in the battle here. I think I've shown you guys a fair bit. I might explore a little bit more here, and then I'll end the video because I don't want this to go on for too long. Like the first video I'd recorded this game, that went on for, I think it was like an hour or so, because I spent so long in the character creation screen, deciding on what skills and everything to pick. But I know that's basically been the game so far. There's the she-orc. Ninus seems, I don't know if he's an enemy, but I think we'll go up there, see what that is, and then I might end the video. So I want to thank you guys for watching me so far. Actually, can I go up there? I don't think we can. It's kind of pointless. Nowhere else to really go other than up here. So let's see if we can get through the gate here. Oh, saving. Oh, what's all this rocket? It sounded worse than a dozen tomcats fighting the world's largest mackerel. Okay, I want to do that trading thing though. Actually, hang on, trade. Oh no, that's literally just, we can buy stuff off them. Huh. It's kind of cool. Let's, offer him. Oh, you can barter. That's what they meant by barter. I thought bartering meant actually communication sort of bartering. But, let's go with that there. Shoot, no, I don't want nothing. I want gold. Oh well, we'll just leave it like that. There we go. I think I just gave it to him for free. It doesn't matter. It's the staff. I don't really care much. Oh, we see another orc land just by relative ease, which is I can only come to the conclusion. Source hunters have arrived in Sicily. As you're welcome to a glass of cooled milk on a hot day, my friend. I'm Arthur. I'm at your service. I wonder if we can get more than just 2 companions, because that would be quite nice. Oh, you see, I'm sure Source is tangled in the murder of Consular Jake, but Captain Aureus commanded the Legion in Sicily insists on seeing ghosts. I insist he's blind, but are blind to all but the undead. Concerning Consular Jake murder, why he convinced Source she was used, they were also dispatched. They were led by a human. Human, you say? Truly? But that'd be like Kit leading a wolf pack. And yet I've heard rumors of a sect of sorts, a shadowy set of worshippers, even associated with orcs. Some say they're sorceresses, but people will say that about anyone who behaves a bit strangely nowadays. Let's take my leave here. I've probably met a source hunter, and I certainly have a lot more to talk about. Feel free to visit me whenever you want. I set up a workshop near the Legion's headquarters. Once you're there, take the stairs, but do pay a visit to Aureus first. He may bark like a beagle with his tail stuck behind the door. Stuck in the door, sorry, but you won't get very far in your investigation without speaking to the de facto leader of Sicily. Wish you luck, Hunter. May your enemies prove a mere mice and you're dauntless. Prove mere mice and you the dauntless mouser. God damn, my speech is terrible today.
At least we won't be bored.
I want to see how to get to that orc. That's no real easy way about that. So I think I might actually end the video here then. So, like I said before, thank you guys for watching. Let me get my characters face the screen here because that's how they do it. Let's get into just working away. There we go. Oh yeah, I should show you sneaking, by the way. That's sneaking. Let me get her to sneak as well. I was meant to show you that before. That's sneaking in this game. It's utterly hilarious. Oh god. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time, and stay awesome.